Hello dear students, today we are discussing about MCQ. It is the expected questions from final examinations. Okay, shall we start? Number one, phenomenon of succession is. So option A, static. Option B, orderly. Option C, community control. Option D, both B and C. Right? Phenomenon of succession, ecological succession, we can call as a orderly changing process in the community. So that's why the answer is both B and C. It is orderly changing process in the community. Next, second one, biotic community in running water is governed by option A, oxygen content, option B, light penetration, option C, velocity of river water, option D, all of the above. Obviously, the biotic community in running water, it is consists all the oxygen content, light paternity, sorry, penetration, and velocity of river water, all of the above. And the third one is the term ecosystem was first introduced by option A, E.P. Odom, option B, A.G. Tansley, option C, Newton, option D, Robert Brown. So obviously the term ecosystem was coined by or introduced by or exponented by A.G. Tansley. So next question, aquarium is an example of. So aquarium, it is an example of what? Option A, man-engineered ecosystem. Option B, natural ecosystem. Option C, desert ecosystem. Option D, forest ecosystem. So obviously, aquarium, it is not a natural made, what we can call ecosystem. It is a man or artificial ecosystem which is made by the man. So next one, standing crop or biomass is measured by G bar M square, option B kg bar M square, option C tons bar ha, and D all of the above. So standing crop or biomass, it is measured by all these G by M square and kg by M square and tons by ha. So that's why the answer is all of the above. And the sixth one is shorter the food chain. What do you mean by food chain, guys? So option A, greater is the above available food energy. Option B, minimum is the available food energy. Option C, no food energy is available. D, none of the above. So option A is the answer, that is greater in the available food energy. The shorter food chain we can call as a greater is the available food energy. The seventh one, hydrological cycle is driven by option A, water, option B, solar energy, option C, trees, and option D, clouds. So hydrological cycle, it is nothing but a solar energy we can call as a hydrological cycle. So answer is solar energy. It is driven given by the solar energy only. Hydrological cycle, it is occurring the solar energy. And eighth one, a food web consists of option A, single food chain, option B, two separate linear food chains, option C, more than one interconnected food chain, option D, none of the above. Already you know it in the classrooms. So a food web, what do you mean by food web? Food web, it is the more than one interconnected food chain. The food web we can call as a more than one interconnected food chain. So ninth question, the number of recognized biodiversity hotspots in India. So the number of recognized biodiversity hotspots in India. So the number, already you know it guys, in the whole world, we can mention how many hotspots in the world? It is 25 hotspots. Among the 25 hotspots, the particular our Indian country has two hotspots. So two biodiversity hotspots in our India. So answer is two. In world, if they ask in the main examination question, in the world hotspots, you should mention in the figures 25. 25 hotspots you can see in the all over the world, right? In India, among the 25 hotspots, we have, Indian country have two hotspots. So next one, the 10th question, the cause of biodiversity depletion are, so option A, development pressure, option B, introduction of exotic species, option C, human induced disaster, option D, all of above. So obviously the biodiversity depletion, it is considered through development pressure, due to development pressure and introduction of exotic species and human induced disaster. These are all causes for the depletion of the biodiversity. So answer is all of the above. Next one is Rhivolphia serpentine. Rhivolphia serpentine species belongs to which of the following categories? So Rhivolphia serpentine species belongs to which of the following categories? Option A, rare. Option B, endemic. Option C, vulnerable. Option D, threatened. Right? So obviously, the Rhivolphia serpentine, it is belongs to rare. Right? It is kind of category. It is belongs to the species. The 12th question, biosphere reserves network programs was launched by UNESCO in 1971 and right? So Biosphere Reserves Network Program was launched by UNESCO in 1971 and option A, MAP, option B, MAP, option D, MAT, and option G, MAN. So it's the observation you have to note it here. So Biosphere Resource Network Program launched by in the period of 1971, the UNESCO will conduct it regarding about the Biosphere Resource Network in the period of, in the program launched by MAB, right? MAB means MAP. So next 13th one, Biodiversity Treaty was signed by how many countries? Yes. So how many countries are treated when the Biodiversity Treaty was goes on? So 170 countries and 162. Option C 171. Option D 180. So answer is the 171 question. 171 countries will sign the biodiversity treaty. Next one, next question, the 13th question. Next question, biodiversity is the totality of, biodiversity is the totality of genes, B species, C ecosystem, D all of the above. So biodiversity is totality of, as if you know in the previous videos lecturing, the types of biodiversity we can classify as a three types. That's it, right? So genes, species and ecosystem. These are the three kinds or the three types you are mentioned in the biodiversity classification. So it is totality of all of the above. Next question, 15th one. 15.1. Hotspots are the areas which have hotspots area which have option A, high species diversity, option B, high level of threat, option C, high endemism, option D, all of the above. So answer is all of the above, because hotspots areas we can consider it is hotspots, sorry, high species diversity and high level of threats and high endemism, where we can see the hotspots. These type of areas we can find out at the hotspots. So that's why, so here for this question we have to mention or we have to double it as a all of the above. 16th question, how many mega diversity areas are there in world? How many mega diversity areas are there in the world? Option A 8, option B 12, option C 4, option D 7. So 8 mega diversity areas are there in the world. We can see 8 mega diversity areas. Among the 8 mega diversity areas of the world, we have the Indian country have 3 mega diversity area. And then the next question is, term biodiversity was coined the word biodiversity. Option A, E.P. Odom, option B, Walter G. Rosen, option C, Robert Brown, option D, A.G. Tansley. So answer is Walter G. Rosen. In the period of 1928, was coined the word biodiversity or the term biodiversity. 18th question, photochemical smog is caused due to the presence of mainly. Photochemical smog is caused due to the presence of mainly. Option A, SO2, option B, CO2, option C, PAN. What is mean by PA stands for peroxyacyl nitrate. Got it, guys? So peroxyacyl nitrate we can call in the short form PAN. And the option D, H2O. So photochemical smog, it is caused due to the peroxyacetyl nitrate. So due to its presence of the mainly for photochemical smog. And the next question, Bhopal gas tragedy occurred due to option A, methane. Bhopal gas tragedy occurred due to option A, methane, option B, methyl isonate, option C, sulfur dioxide, option D, carbon dioxide. So answer is Bhopal gas tragedy occurred the cause of methyl isocyanate, right? So methyl isocyanate. And then the 20th question, fluoride intake recommended to children for detained care is, right? So fluoride intake recommended to children for detained care is option A 0.7 mg, option B 1 mg, option C 1 g, option D 0.1 mg. So obviously the answer is 0.7 mg. Why? Because fluoride intake recommended to children for detained care, it takes only 0.7 mg. And the 21st question, the level of noise is usually expressed as. The level of noise is usually expressed as option E SPL, option B SEL, option C LEPN, LEPN, and D LEG. So the level of noise usually expressed by SPL. Okay. The 22nd question, dairy industry waste can be classified as, we can classify dairy industry waste like this. Option A, low BOD waste. BOD means it stands for BOD stands for bio waste, right? And then B, high BOD waste and non-degradable waste, and none of the above. So dairy industry waste, it is classified as high BOD waste. And then the 23rd question, turbidity of water body can be measured by, turbidity of water body can be measured by option A BOD 5 days test, option B turbidity rod, option C turbimeter, turbidimeter, option D both B and C. So turbidity of water body can be measured by both turbidity rod and turbi turbidity turbidity meter. Okay. So next one, for the growth of the reproduction, for the growth of the reproduction of fish, for the fish minimum level of dissolved oxygen, so should be, so for the growth of reproduction of fish minimum level of dissolved oxygen should be option A mg 4 mg, option B is equal to 4 mg bar 1, option C for 0.4 mg, option D none of the above. So for the growth of the reproduction of fish, minimum level of dissolved oxygen should be 0 is equal to 4 mg bar 1 divided, right? So next one is pH value, right? pH so today we are discussing about these questions. Next, in next recording we have to discuss about the homework questions. I hope you are understand about the MCQs. It is very important for main examinations. Thank you.